Hey guys, how you doing today? This is my beautiful Calathea Warscewiczii. She is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the backs of these leaves. Beautiful. This is pretty much the only Calathea that I've ever been able to keep alive. I have a very small snake plant, or rattlesnake Calathea. I don't know, it's never done a whole lot for me except get spider mites, so I pretty much give up on that thing. But what I want to do today is I'll show you here. Hopefully you guys can see down here, this little girl is growing this way. You can see all the older bulbs from the beginning, but she's growing right up and now, and she's touching up against this pot. She just pushed out this leaf and it is opening, but before she grows any more, because she's going to keep traveling this way, I want to take her out of this pot, see what's going on with these older bulbs. They have been in there for about a year and I've never done nothing. I don't think they're going to do anything, but I just want to slip her out of here. I want to see what's going on with the bulb portion on the top, and I want to move her back towards the middle of the pot. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was not expecting that root system. Ooh, buddy. I think she's going to have to go in a bigger pot. But look at this. See how she was growing up against the pot here? So I'm going to pull back. Let me move my camera down a little more so you guys can see. I'm going to pull all this soil out from around her. And I want to see what is going on with these bulbs here. Yeah, they feel squishy. Oh, they're coming right out. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that bulb is dead. You can see it's all brown. I'm going to pull it apart with my fingers. See that? All brown and hollow. So, okay, that makes me feel better, but I am seeing I am just going to, there's another bulb right here. I'm going to twist it. It looks like there's some green on here. And it's really hard. Unlike that first one I pulled off, it was really hollow and squishy. And it has roots. So, okay, I'm going to lay that aside. Look at this next one. See what's going on here. This one still feels really hard. Though it has no roots, but I'm going to set that aside. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and pull, loosen this up. I think I'm going to have to find her a bigger pot. If I just don't, I'm kind of looking around, gawking around. Trying to see. Look at all these beautiful roots. I'm going to pull that old sheathing off. Let's see what's going on down here. I did have some bark in this plant. There's another bulb. I think that's a rock or something. Hard piece of bark. I'm feeling something right here. Yeah, this is a long tuber, kind of like a canna. Wow, that's really, it's really cool. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go. I get myself into these situations. I'm gonna have to go find a bigger pot because I want her to continue to grow this way. And I don't know, this bulb right here feels really hard yet, so, and it's coming off this big tuber. If you guys can see right here, it's like a big tuber, kind of like a canna bulb that you plant outside. So I'm going to leave that alone. I was trying to see where I broke. Well, okie dokie. God, I hate messing with her too much. I don't want to kill this plant. I love her. She's so pretty. Let me go grab a bigger pot. Okay, guys, I found a bigger pot. Whoop. Don't fall over, girl. Okay, I got some soil in it. You can see this is going to be quite a bit bigger for her. I'm going to put some more, add some more perlite in here. I like a lot of perlite for good drainage. And I also have okay, I'm going to pack this down a little. I'm going to see where she sits. I'm going to see if I can get a little more soil off of the side of this. So I can set her down here. More. There we go. You can see how much more room now she is going to have to grow. Now, there wasn't nothing wrong with her soil. I just put her in that pot not long ago, but I want to put, oh, I got too much crap. I've got more soil here. Oh, that was a horrible sound. I'm going to add even more perlite. Now, this is my soil, some cocoa coir, and a lot of perlite. Calatheas like to stay a little on, well, this one likes to stay a little on the moist side. So I want to make sure that I'm giving her really, really good drainage. And now she'll have plenty of room to continually keep growing this way, which is the way that she's wanting to grow. I think I'm going to actually set her about like that. I'll try to squish her up against here as far as I can get her. And then I'm just going to start filling in this pot. She will have plenty of room to grow. And what I'm going to do with those hard tubers that she had that still seem viable, I am just going to pot them right back in here with her. I'm just kind of pushing down, getting the plant stable so she sits up good in the pot. I'm going to add just a little bit more. There we go. I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to take these two pieces. This one has some little roots on it, so I am just going to make a hole, stick her down in there. I want to keep her above the soil. And then this one didn't have any roots. Well, actually it does right there. And this is the bottom. And you can see there's more little tuber bulbs growing off that. So I'm just going to clean off this sheathing. Now I don't know if these are going to do anything or not. They may not. But I'm going to put them right back in here. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to put this one right here. I'm going to keep it right above soil so I can keep an eye on it. And then this new one is over here, that little one. I'm going to raise it up just a little bit more. And I do have worm castings in the soil too, so. Well, I'm glad I went ahead and I was worried about her, because she wants to grow this way. I was worried about her not throwing up another shoot because it would have been up against the pot. But I'm actually even more glad that I unpotted her, because she was getting pretty root bound, which I think what I might do is take like a little stick or something. Wait a second, I think I know. Okay, I have these little floral picks. I'm just going to break this in half. And then I'm going to stick them right down where these bulbs are, so I know exactly where I put them, just in case I lose track of them, because if I do that. And then I'm not going to soak this plant. I want to water around the bulbs because I just watered her 2-3 days ago. Her soil was pretty wet, so I'm just going to give her a little bit of a drink, get those bulbs that I moved, or tubers, whatever you want to call them, and then she will be good to go for a while. And if I see any new growth from this beauty, oh, I got dirt all over her from my filthy hands. My plants are so used to me abusing them. But if I see any new growth coming up, I'll let you guys know. Like I said, all those have been in there for quite some time, so I'm pulling back the sheathing here on this. I'm going to see. Try cutting it. Cut just the top. I want to see if that's green or not. Now, I don't see nothing, but anyways, this is an absolutely gorgeous plant. Oh, I forgot I wanted to trim. I wanted to trim that. I'll do that while we're talking, or while I'm talking. This is a gorgeous plant. I grow her in my west window, and she absolutely loves it there. She's about 2 feet from it, so you don't, of course, I don't let her get any sunshine on her at all, because these leaves are very thin and they're very velvety. I think it would burn this plant very easily, and so I'm very careful with this plant because I absolutely love her. She is gorgeous. I actually have her towards the window like this, growing, and all I can usually see is the purple. But I turn her around every once in a while. This plant actually did have spider mites last summer. I used the neem oil on her and it worked very well. She likes to stay evenly moist, not super wet. Lots of good airflow in her soil, which is, I use a lot of perlite. And like I said, I grow her about 1 foot or 2 from in a west window, so she does really well. And that's been through the winter. In the summertime, I'll probably move her back a little further, because summertime sun is different than winter. But that's all I can really tell you about this plant. I've had her for a couple of years. She didn't do really good for me in the beginning. I absolutely fell in love with this plant when I seen it. I ordered it online on Etsy. I don't remember where. Like I said, it's been a couple years, but since after I had her about the first year, it seemed like she is doing much better now. So all I can say is, if you have this plant or any other calatheas and you're having issues with them, I really don't know what to tell you. I'm not a huge Calathea fan anymore, because they don't do well for me. This is the only one that I've had good luck with. I don't know why. I have no clue. But she is gorgeous. And this is her new leaf coming up. It just unfurled. Isn't it beautiful? She's so beautiful. Such a great plant. But, so that's about it, guys. I will let you know if these bulbs do anything. I'm not super hopeful because, like I said, they've already been kind of like that for a year, so. Alright, guys. I'll let you go and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Peace.